Here we go. Make sure I make my screen big so y'all can see it because we need to read this. So everybody else got money. Everybody else got anti-hate bills against them. Remember, we said Joe Biden them got in office off of what? The black vote. We did it, Joe. Black women across the United States talking about they proud to put him in office. Well, let's talk about what he's giving you. This was signed on April 8th, 2022, out of the White House. A proclamation on Black Maternal Health Week. Now, this between this and the lynching bill, I guess we supposed to really feel like we got something, but we're going to get into this, right? This is something that they've done for you Black women out there in America you should be proud of. It says, pregnancy and childbirth should be a dignified, safe, and joyful experience for all. I agree. For far too many mothers, however, complications related to pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum care can lead to devastating outcomes, including hundreds of deaths each year, okay? So first you said it should be a wonderful thing and we should, all enjoy it. And then you switch it, right, instantly, and it's hundreds of deaths each year, right? And devastating health outcomes from giving birth to children. Then the very next sentence says, this maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women, right? And I got to stop right there because I'm thinking about, this the same month, y'all first. I don't know if they all working together. I don't know. But you put this claim out here, right? That we dying from childbirth and Black women, you got to sign a whole executive order. And then the next week, you got Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, co-founder of Amazon, giving $275 million to Planned Parenthood for Black women to abort their children. Now, when I read this, I have to ask a question. Why? Why? Why is it Black women? Right? If we got the best health care, if y'all got the Obama Health Care Act that's supposed to, make sure that we all have medical care and medical treatment, if we got some of the number one, hospitals throughout the world, some of the number one doctors. Why? Because the last time I checked, anybody let me know, I know that childbirth is something that's natural. Birth is something that's natural. Why Black women? Why is it that me as a Black woman, I'm 3 times more likely to die giving birth to Black life than a white woman or Asian woman? Y'all ain't said nothing about them dying from giving birth to their children. Why? Why? So you want to scare us, right, into giving birth for one thing, because this is all about mind control. It's all about, listen, I don't watch and see dogs give birth. I've seen elephants. I've seen tigers. I've seen monkeys. Birth is natural. I know that my grandmother had 10 children, when none of them born in the hospital. I know that there are women that be on their way to the hospital and end up having their babies in the back of a cab, in the car, end up having their babies at home. Birth is natural. That baby gonna come whether it's a doctor there or not. We have been giving birth since the beginning of time. Black women, you have been giving birth since the beginning of time, before hospitals have ever been created, before doctors have ever been created. Black women, you have been giving birth. They need to help me understand this. Let's continue to read. This maternal health crisis is particularly, devastating for Black women. So it's devastating for us to have our babies. Huh? I don't care if you're gay, straight, whatever. We talking about black women giving birth to black life. This is what this is, an attack on black life. This is what I need us to wake up to and to understand the attack that we are under. How is it particularly devastating for black women? You got all these women out here in the world. Huh? We just read an article a couple of weeks ago from the New York Post saying why more black women should marry white. And then we got an executive order from the White House telling us, right, that it's devastating for us to give birth to our children. Why? Why is it devastating for us to give birth to our children? Why? Last time I checked, birth was natural. What's in our skin? What's in our skin? You talking about move past racism. How we gonna move past racism when you sitting up here telling us we gonna die giving birth to our children? When you feel like you gotta sign an executive order just for black women. Explain how. Let's just talk about the psychology behind this. How you go from telling black women they gonna die giving birth and then giving $275 million for them to abort their children. Why not $275 to correct whatever the medical problems are that are causing us to die giving life to black children? And then explain to me how y'all don't understand that this is an attack on black life. This what this White House gave you. Let's keep going. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for black women who are more than 3 times likely to die from pregnancy-related complications as white women, regardless of their income or education. So then you telling me that it's not about, because when I put out this argument and I see Cash Apps coming in, you know I'm going to thank y'all at the end. Y'all please support me. You know, when I put out this argument, they tell me, well, it's because, you know, black women, they don't have access to quality health care. Well, the White House just said, it don't matter if you educated or got money. Huh? You gonna die if you had your baby. Listen. This is what they say. They just saying it real nice. They just sugarcoat it. Now you telling us we too dumb? You said we are too dumb, and you don't care how much money we got. It ain't nothing we can do to educate ourselves. It ain't nothing we can do to make sure that we are getting provided with quality health care, regardless of how much money or education we got. Do you see what is coming out of this Joe Biden administration? Can I read this again for y'all? Can I read it again? Are you all reading with me? You do understand these are not my words, right? This is just my opinion. This is just my commentary. This is just God opening my eyes and using me to open your eyes. You telling us this White House that y'all run around here, we did it, Joe. We supposed to be so proud because they gave us something. Sitting up here telling us that no matter how much money we got or how educated we are, there's nothing we can do, that we are going to die from giving birth to our children. You don't see the attack on black life? I know I got to read it again. This maternal health crisis. We ain't even got through the first paragraph. We ain't even got through the first paragraph. All we doing is reading and analyzing what they're telling us. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for black women who are more than 3 times as likely to die from pregnancy-related complications as white women. So you comparing us to white women. You intentionally, come on, man. Listen, this maternal health crisis, because I got to read it again to make sure I'm understanding this right. And if y'all in the comments and I'm off and I don't have this right, y'all tell me, because we reading this together. This website is the whitehouse.gov. This was on April 8th, 2022. This is an executive order that was signed in by Joe Biden. We did it, Joe. This maternal health crisis is particularly devastating for Black women who are more than 3 times as likely to die from pregnancy-related complications as white women, regardless of their income or education. What that means, Joe? I'm just asking. Huh? What that mean, Joe? Like, y'all need to get back to the days of our grandmama and them when they was having 10, 12, 11 kids. All of a sudden, we gonna die having our babies. But anytime I go over there on Buford Highway and just ride through some apartments or go see one of my friends, I don't know, they living about 12, 14, 15 to a house. They having all their babies. You opening up the borders, they coming in 30, 40, 50 children at a time. But you telling us, regardless of income or education, that we are going to die giving birth to Black life? Y'all don't feel disrespected? What makes them so much better than us? I just gotta ask this morning. What y'all want to end racism, but you telling me that a white woman is the only one that she can have her children? But if I have my children, I'ma die, and then you gonna tell me I'm not supposed to look at this white woman as if she is superior to me? The White House just told me I'ma die if I have children, but the white woman ain't. Let's keep going. Because see, the end of the day, y'all said Black Lives Matter. At the end of the day, you said Black Lives Matter. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to Black women dying, giving birth to Black life. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to a white woman giving us $275 million to kill Black life before it's born. Y'all done went from Black Lives Matter to telling us that we 3 times likely to die from having our babies than white women, regardless of our income or education. What does that say to you as a Black woman? Am I the only one that feels some type of way about that? What about Black men in the comments? Y'all mamas, y'all aunties, this is where you came from. How does this make you feel? Because I feel disrespected. What make that white woman so different from me? Like, I don't see these studies happening with animals in the wild. I don't see the black cats that's getting pregnant dying at a higher rate than the white cats or the tan cats or the blue cats or the orange cats. I don't see the black horses in the wild, dying at a higher rate from giving birth to their little ponies than the white horses. I don't see black fish in the sea dying from having eggs at a higher rate than a white fish. I don't see white dogs dying at a higher rate than black. What do they mean? Okay? And then if y'all, the administration of Obama and Obamacare Act and quality health care and all of this, why this not fixed? Why we dying? Let's keep going. During Black Maternal Health Week, we renew our commitment to addressing the crisis of Black maternal mortality and morbidity across the country. So you telling me that you done signed an executive order promising me you gonna